Hey, hi, hello, happy Sunday. How are you doing? Say hi if you're here. Let me know how you're doing. I know it's quite early for some of you, and here it's not late, but it's the evening and everything is dark, and I want the sun back. So, yeah. Hi, Amanda. Welcome. How are you? Hi, Dawn. Welcome. How are you all doing? Dawn is saying hi to everybody. So we just had dinner. I'm good, actually. I'm quite good, Amanda. Just had dinner. We made tortilla pizza, which is basically pizza made on a tortilla. It's great. So now I'm stuffed. Well, not stuffed, full. Yeah. Happy New Year. How long do I say that? Yeah, I love that pizza. For the longest time, we would make it every Friday. Um, David would work from Sunday to Thursday, and then on Friday and Saturday we would have our weekend until Sunday evening, and every Friday we would make this tortilla pizza, and yeah, it was kind of a tradition back then. Hi Nina, and happy New Year's to you as well. Hope you had a nice Christmas and New Year's. So yeah. Now it's just whenever we feel like making pizza because David is working Monday through Friday now. So he isn't home Friday evening. Hi, Francesca. How are you doing? Happy Sunday to all of you. I was diamond painting just before, so I almost forgot time. And I looked up and, oh, it's 7. I need to go live. But yeah, it is so beautiful, this canvas. I just love it. I mean, I know I chose it. Well, we chose it together, a lot of us. Hi, Alana. It's snowing in Arizona. That sounds weird. Isn't Arizona supposed to be moist and warm? But yeah, how are you doing? We have snow and black ice and freezing temperatures, and I refuse to go outside. Yeah, I love our wooden stove. It's been going most of the day, and it's like, can I please, Francesca? Hi again, Dawn. Where have you been seeing each other today? You got 9 inches, Dawn. Wow, 9. That is yeah. Wow, that is a lot. Oh, Nina had an unplanned Christmas because of Pia and was sick as a dog on New Year's. Who's Pia, Nina? I thought you were going to Norway for Christmas. Oh, Rebecca's live. Right, right. I was having dinner, so I didn't go there. Sometimes I have the time, but mostly we have dinner at that time. But yeah, 9 inches, Dawn. That is wow. Oh, the storm. Sorry. In my mind, it's poof. Yeah. So you didn't go to Norway? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, the snow is pretty, Dawn. It is, as long as I don't have to go out, and as long as it's in the fields and on the lawns and not on the streets. I hate driving in snow. Like literally hate driving in snow. And we live in this little cul-de-sac, and some of the roads isn't um, the snow isn't removed. So when it then gets a little warmer and then cold again, it freezes over. So it's like, yeah, going to the skating rink. But yeah, yeah. I My Christmas was with Rosa, so it was great. New Year's we were home, just David and I and the kitties, and yeah, it was good. Hi, Jennifer. How are you doing? I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, cold, but I can do without winter. How many of you can do without winter? Because I just want summer year long. Nina, we had to lift up, tried twice to land in Bergen, had to go to Stockholm to land, and after more than 10 hours in a sardine can, we landed in Copenhagen again. No food, little to. Oh no, Nina, I'm so sorry. Oh, you had a cold, Jennifer? I'm sorry. They're no fun. Amanda, I prefer spring over summer. I hate the cold and I hate the heat. Yeah, maybe it's where we live because I don't think it's getting that warm here. My head is weird. Um, yeah, it isn't getting that warm. I think around what is it, mid 80s to the 90s Fahrenheit. I think most it's just in around the 80s here. I mean, last year we had rain the entirety of July. And who wants rain in the summer? Jennifer hates winter and Francesca hates winter. I just want summer. I could live down south where it's nice and warm and yeah. Nina, I think that someone was sick. I have had a cough and a fever and sore throat since. So many people are sick, Nina. Everybody's sick. I was sick. I feel like I've been sick for the most of December, more or less. But you don't have a fever. Amanda, the cold here goes straight to your bones and it's wet cold. Summer makes me want to rip my skin off. I live in Canada. The weather is a wee mess up. Like here. I think Canada and Denmark is pretty much on the same. What's it called? The thing is that go around the world. Don't hate winter. Yeah. I do like fall as well because it's my, well, no, wait. Yeah, it's my birthday. Yeah, my birthday is in the first month of fall. Francesca, it's not that I hate the winter. It's just that the cold gets to me now, and I'm so over it. I've been over the winter and the snow since we got it the first time in December. I'm like, hi, Angel. Good morning. How are you doing? Yeah, I find it incredible that we have had snow twice in this winter. I mean, but no white Christmas. It was before Christmas and then just after Christmas. Nina, now you can't get your car out. The janitor had cleared the parking space and placed the snow behind my car. Can't you call him and say, will you please remove the snow? Hi, Auntie. Welcome. How are you doing? Oh, Angel, you're getting over being sick? Everybody's sick. Everybody. And Angie is waking out like king. Yeah, I've been doing that a lot too. I'm trying to finish the first row on an astronomer. Nina, so not only am I not quite well, but a little pissed as well. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I would be pissed as well if somebody put all the snow in front of our house. Yeah, I missed you too, Angie. Well, we've been speaking, but I've missed you in here. Oh no, Angie, your husband is sick? Yeah, avoid him like the plague. You don't want to be sick. Mm, Nina, I've talked to him and he said that he can't do much about it before it melts. That's not okay, Nina. That is so not okay. Right, Francesca. I was about to ask that. For those not working on the astronomer, what diamond painting is everybody working on? Mm, Angie, yes, we have snow. We got plenty of snow. Depending on where you lived, you got more snow than others. If you go up north in Denmark, they had so much snow. It was a regular snowstorm. Yeah, Nina, I saw. I'm trying to find them. Nina. Hmm. This is Nina's car and the snow. Can't you maybe, with the help of a snow shovel, remove some of it? Hi, Berta. Working and lurking. Yeah, you're working on the astronomer as well. Everybody's, yeah. But hi, Berta. Hope you're doing well. I have just sent you. Yeah, Angel Brisland from Diamond Art Club is a wedding gift from my nephew. I like that one. Dawn, I'm working on Stained Glass Flower Garden by Peggy Collins. I love Peggy Collins, Dawn. Mm, everybody saying hi to Angel and Berta Berta. Auntie, I'm not diamond painting at the moment, working on trays. Those trays. Launching horoscope trays today. Want a sneak peek? Yes. Mm, it's pressed so hard that it can't even get shoveled. Hot water, Nina. Hot water. Boil some water and melt it. Yeah, I would do that. Get a lot of hot water and just melt it. And it's your birthday today. It is. Happy birthday. Oh my God, I totally forgot. Sorry. It's your birthday yesterday. Hang on. Oh my God, my nose is absolute. I'm sorry I forgot you, Angie. Happy birthday, a little late. Amanda is starting her ambulite crust. Ooh, crusted. And then the whole parking lot will be ice. Well, it is already, isn't it? I know, Angie, it was yesterday. I'm so sorry I forgot it. I forgot. I'm a bad friend. Did you have a nice birthday? And did you send me pictures yet? I got a new phone. Dawn is sending me pictures. I love when you send me pictures so that I can show everybody. Mm. Oh, it's pretty. That's the one you just finished, right? Yeah. It's so pretty. I love the deer and the bunny and the fox. Nina, it is. I fell on the ice out there when I thought I was going shopping. Uh, and my car was unavailable. Yeah, that sucks. I just stay inside. I don't want to risk falling or anything. Angie, ooh, those are pretty. This is the Capricorn ones. Aren't they pretty? They're pretty, Angie. And I'm going here, there, and everywhere. Yeah, I was sure it was that one. This is the one that Dawn is working on. Isn't it beautiful? I love all the flowers and all the colors. Yeah, choice of black or white with your sign. I like the white ones best. I think you see everything a little better. But that's just me. That's beautiful, Angie. You're right, Francesca. Angie's trays are special and beautiful. Angie, I did a Scorpio black silver and a white gold Capricorn. Yeah, they're pretty. Dawn, yours is 105 by 70. That's like the astronomer. You can paint alongside us. Yeah, people are so fast. I'm like, somebody almost finished, I feel like half the canvas already. I'm like, but I'm still working on my first row. But yeah, it isn't a race and it's supposed to be funny, and it is. I love seeing it come together, and I love these gold metallics. That is, it's which one isn't? It's replacing DMC 782. Yeah. So it's, here on the left side of the canvas, there is a lot. Yeah, I know, Francesca. I'm doing okay. And if you say you're behind, it isn't. You always tell me it isn't a race. So it's okay. Good, Auntie. She linked her Etsy shop if anybody wants to take a look. And you have 8 whips. My plan was for 2, so I'm behind. Yeah, you're behind and you aren't in the event. But yeah, I love it. And people are like, oh, so in March we can work on this. And I'm like, I'm not going to be done with this one by March. I mean, maybe April. Yeah, I know you're in the group, Angie. I know. It is. I love going in and see the pictures that people are putting in. The funny thing, though, is we're 50, 55, 56 people in there, and it's maybe 10, 15 that is putting pictures up. But you know what? If I just bumped my table. If everybody's working on it and not showing it, it's quite all right. I'm thinking tomorrow I will make a post where I ask people to show their progress. Wouldn't that be funny? Maybe then people who isn't very active will show their progress. That'll be fun. Um, Dawn, I'm doing Serenity Fae for Mermaids and Magic. That is beautiful too. I'm doing this one for Mermaids and Magic. Have they announced it yet? I haven't seen any videos. So yeah, I'm doing the astronomer for that one as well because I'm pretty sure I'm not finished by March. So yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, my squares is about 15 centimeters high. So I mean, I'm still getting somewhere. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Um, it starts. It's in the month of March. Oh, she talked about it last in her last live. Okay, Dawn. Yeah, is um Butter going to be a part of it this year? Randy, that's her name. Her name was gone for a second. Is she going to be co-hosting it this year? Nina's asking you a question, Angie. I'm not. Hi, Michelle. How are you doing, sweetie? Yeah, March. That's one of the words that I love, March. Yeah, there's some words that have, the way they feel when you're saying them. I love them. It's kind of like there is a German word which means helicopter. It's Hubschrauber, and it's one of those words. Eichhörnchen is a squirrel. Yeah, it's snowing where you are, Michelle. Is that a good or bad thing? For me, it would be a bad thing, but yeah. Francesca, I saw 1/3 of Serenity Faye finished yesterday at a diamond painting event. It was so emotional for me to see my diamond painting being done. Oh, I get that, Francesca. You hate snow, Michelle? Me too. But it's beautiful as long as I don't have to go out into it. Yeah, Don is saying, Francesca, I bet it was. How many have you seen done, Francesca? Andy, the little bowl is for trashy drills. For this set, it's an add-on and will have magnets to attach to the tray. Talking about trash drill, I know we talked about it in the astronomer group. I'm like, I haven't even finished my first row, and this is the amount of trash drills. It is so crazy. Mainly the dark colors, and I'm like, wait, what? And yeah, now people are gonna say that I'm picky, but I mean, everybody else has said the same. Um, Don is saying thank you to Angie for saying something. You know, Michelle, I was just about to ask how Sebastian's doing, and he's being a good boy. Say hi back to him. Good boy is a good Sebastian. Angie is sending me a picture. Ooh, that is a pretty one, Angie. Oh, you talked about this using some of your leftover drills to do a tray. Isn't that funny? That's the leftover drills. I think that is funny. Mm, Francesca, oh, good question. I've personally done 3.5. I've seen 3 others done. You've done 3.5? Wow. I have another tray set coming out with spare drills. Not trash, leftovers. Yeah, it is cool. I like it. The edge is glow in the dark. Oh, that is cool. I have to look and mix resin now. Okay, Angie. Yeah, I like this one with the leftover drills. I mean, you could use the trash drill as well. So yeah. Oh dear. I have been sitting by the wooden stove most of the day today, just being warmed. I mean, if I sit right by it, I'm being, nice, toasty, and warm. But then if I have to get up and move around, I'm just as cold as before. So I'm sitting, a little way away, so I don't get too warm. But yeah, and then um, I'm sitting in a chair, and well, I'm not actually sitting in it because it's kind of wide, so I'm more or less laying in it with my with my legs over the side of it, and my feet towards the wooden stove, and then every now and then one of the kitties will come and take a rest with me, lying on my stomach and just purr so loud that everything is more or less shaking. But I love it. Oh, yesterday, David and I were watching Blue Bloods, and Max, our Norwegian forest cat, who usually isn't very sociable. Well, he is sociable, but he isn't the one to come and lay with us when we're watching TV and something. But yesterday, he, on his own, came in, jumped up to me first, and was laying there for, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. And then he went over to David, and he basically was laying there for hours, just relaxing and purring. And we were both like, oh my God, what is going on? This never happened before. Well, not since he was a kitten anyway. So that was precious that he was just laying there. I mean, he basically had to be moved in the end because we had to make dinner and David had to go to the bathroom. But oh my God, I was like, please, please come back. But yeah, I had a Zoom call and David was gaming, but he did go into David's office and was laying on the floor. But it was like, I want a cuddly cat again. But that was nice. Yesterday we had, what was it we had yesterday? Oh yeah, we had this tagliatelle, fresh pasta with tomato sauce. Um, yeah, it's one of my favorites. I have a few of these dishes that's amazing, and I could make them every week. But that's not healthy eating the same all the time, right? So I have these, I don't know, five, six, seven dishes that I could make again and again and I am doing them again and again. But it's, yeah, some of my favorites. Even though I have so many recipes, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to do this one. No, I don't feel for this one. And then I go back to my trusty old recipes. Some of them I know by heart by now, and I'm just cooking away. We're trying to cook in the weekends because it's just better instead of, getting some junk food or just eating bread or something. So we're eating real food in the weekends. I mean, during the week it's hard because David is working evenings, and we're not cooking before he leaves because then we can't really do anything before, like grocery shopping or him taking a bike ride, which doesn't happen right now because it's snowy and it's slippery and yeah. Sorry. Oh, see, Don, I'm still doing it. I mean, we had people trapped on the highway for what was the longest, Nina? Was it 18 hours? 17 hours that was trapped on the highway due to snow and the snowstorm. There was people had to sleep in their cars, and a bunch of these electric cars ran out of electricity, so they had to go to other cars to stay warm. And yeah, one was there for 24 hours. Nina, oh, I just heard about a day. Um, I also read the story from this woman who, again, oh, sorry, who ran out of gas in her car, so she went to an 18-wheeler and knocked on the door and asked if she could come in because her car was out of gas and she was so cold. Yeah. So she stayed in there, and she was in the passenger seat sleeping during the night because, I mean, she couldn't go back to her car. It is, Francesca. It's treacherous and dangerous. And the interesting thing is that everybody was told only drive if you absolutely have to. And sometimes I think like people are misunderstanding what's absolutely necessary. I mean, sure, doctors and health workers and I don't know what, and kindergarten teachers and school teachers for some needs to go to work. But if you can work from home, please do so, right? I mean, yeah. But yeah. Oh, yeah. And also because we have there every time it snows or it storms or something, there is these articles going, so can you stay home from work or when can you stay home from work? And every time it's like, well, this snow or this storm isn't reason enough to stay home from work. And then you go in and read. Most people just read the captions. Um, and with if you then read the article itself, it's like you can't just stay away. You have to call in and say, so I'm sorry, but due to snowstorm or due to heavy storm or whatever, I'm not able to go into work today. That is absolutely okay. You can do that. But you can't just stay away. And people, yeah, people forget to read that part. I don't know why. Nina, I don't understand why people don't always have blankets, a shovel, and water in the car in the winter. I do. But I also grew up on Bornholm. Yeah. I mean, I remember that it was recommended um, back in 9 and 10 when we had those really, really snow heavy winters. It was told every now and again, please bring blankets or duvets and have extra clothes, keep some water, a shovel, and bring some food when you drive somewhere because if you're stuck, you can stay warm, you can have something to drink, and you have something to eat until help arrives. But for some reason, people don't understand. Yeah, it is a different way of life, Francesca, but I mean, at least here, people aren't used to that amount of snow. I mean, when was the last time we really had a lot of snow? I think we're back in 9 or 10. Yeah, I mean, we had some snow when we moved out here, but it was so little. And last year, did we have any snow last year? I can't remember. I mean, it wasn't one of those that stuck if it was. Yeah. I would rather have snow than rain, but I would, if I have to have anything in the winter, I just want it really, really cold. Yeah. Cold is better than rain and snow. I mean, cold, you can take some extra clothes. You can stay inside. I have that option. But snow and rain is just cold and wet. I mean, yeah, snow is still wet. The first day it snowed here, my well, it snowed evening and night on Wednesday. Um, and then Thursday, my brother sent me some pictures and was like, we're having a snow-free day, where you stay home due to the snow. We're taking a day off due to snow. And Rosa was watching Harry Potter and having popcorn, and she was living her life. And then later on, she had hot dogs, and she was having an amazing day. And she was very, very good with those hot dogs. The bread and then the sausage. And I mean, usually when I have them, it's all over the place. Sorry. But she was really handling that hot dog, even though it looked like a mile long in her little hands. Yeah, exactly, Francesca. Those days where you're just staying inside. But I am amazed that she can stay concentrated and focused on a Harry Potter movie. I mean, wow. Nina, and I don't understand that it is mandatory to have winter tires on your vehicle. It should be. And everybody's screaming that trucks needs to have mandatory winter tires on their trucks. I'm like, what about everybody else? I mean, so many people is driving on their summer tires, and they are causing all the well, not all of them, but they're causing accidents. So yeah, it should be mandatory from October until April. Yeah, all vehicles. I mean, the issues with trucks and winter tires, they only last a few years, and it's kind of expensive to just change them all the time. I know that a lot of trucks have year-round tires on. Yeah, so that's basically what a lot of you know ordinary cars have, which is okay all year around. Uh, yeah, Francesca is swapping tires every winter and put on her winter tires. We do the same. Well, David does the same. Yeah, snow tires make an amazing difference. It is because they're made, for different road conditions. Yeah, I know, Nina. I wonder if year-round tires would be okay there, or if it have to be winter tires. Oh, it is on regular cars as well, Nina. Every car has to be on winter tires in Norway and Sweden at least. Yeah. Yeah, maybe Amanda, it's better off to have winter tires, but mostly, I mean, it's rare and it's kind of sad, but we don't have snow that often. So most people would just have, some freezing temperatures or something for a few days. So the year-round tires is what most people need. And then we have weather like this. So yeah, it isn't a law in America either. In Norway, it has to be winter tires. Yeah, I know when David was driving up there, they had to have winter tires. And then the snow. Oh my God, I know the word. Um, the things that you wrap around the tires when it's really cold and icy. Yeah, snow chains. Thank you, Nina. The picture was there, but the word was gone. You thought Germany also required? I'm not sure if they do on private vehicles. Yes, no change. People were like, a truck driver was like, yeah, well, it would just be better instead of having the winter tires because they're kind of expensive. They're very expensive. It would be cheaper to just have the snow change for when you need to go up. And they're so right. I mean, a a set of snow change is so much cheaper and it works just as well. So yeah. Amanda, funny enough, my town might not have a snow, but the town beside me will have it. People here forget how to drive in the winter. When we get snow at least 4 or 5 months out of the year. So how does people forget how to drive in the snow if you have snow that often? You don't wear the snow chains all the time, and you use it when you drive on ice. I mean, and it's better than the winter tires. So I mean, usually the biggest issue is going up. That is where the traffic stops because they can't get up due to slow driving, and then they go in and then take them off again. So I mean, David always had snow chains when he was in Norway and Sweden. That's funny, Amanda. I mean, I understand that people forget here since it's so rare, but yeah, which is why I don't like driving in the snow because I know how to, and but I don't like it. So usually I stay home as much as I can. Hi, Chantel. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. And happy Sunday to everybody else that I haven't said it to. But yeah, I mean, our little road and the next road up is icy. And I have to go get Rosa tomorrow. And I'm like, I don't like driving on ice. So yeah. Yeah, I know, Dawn, but you only wear them. You only have them on your tires for a little bit when you're driving on ice. Oh, Chantel, I'm good. I'm good, except for that frog in my throat that has been there for I don't know a month by now. I'm waiting for it to disappear. I'm like, I'm drinking hot tea. I've tried removing it with soda. Sometimes the bubbles in the soda can help remove whatever, but apparently it isn't working. The fist ribbit. What do you mean, Chantel? Ribbit? Oh yeah. Oh, ribbit. Yeah, the frog. I'm sorry. I'm slow today. Well, again today. Oh, I need something to drink. Don't forget to hydrate. It is important. This is sparkly water with a taste of lime and lemon. Yeah, Chantal, it just took me a minute to get it. Did you know that when you're knitting, usually when if you have to if you made a mistake, you're calling it that you have to frog when you're peeling it up. So it's like ribbit, ribbit. So yeah, you're frogging, you're knitting. I hate that, by the way. That means that I made a mistake, and I don't like making mistakes. I'm way too perfectionistic. But yeah, Chantal is saying hi, and everybody's saying hi to Chantal. Oh, by the way, please don't forget to give me those likes. They do help a lot, by the way. So yeah, getting my channel out there. Angie, I'm heading out to walk Heidi. I hope to see everybody at Shay's Live today. I'm going to be. Uh, oh, you're going to be on her live? Oh, I have to see that, Angie. Um, Nina, does any of you have a problem with static electricity when it's cold and frosty outside? Yes, absolutely. Wool helps if you like that. Um, and also, it helps to really make sure that you lift your feet when you're walking around. And then your clothes has something to say as well. But I'm getting electrified all the time. You will be on the big screen. Oh my God. And yeah, I'll do my very best to remember to be there. But yeah, see you then. And have a good walk with Heidi. Yeah. Can't wait to see you, Angie. Oh, no, no, Nina. That is very, very common. Try having cats and then they shock you when you shock them. Yeah, those poor cats. And sometimes it's just when um, they're laying on the couch or something and I'm just stroking them. Sometimes it's electrifying enough. And yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you're just cuddling with your cat and all of a sudden their hair is standing on end and it goes sup. Yeah, no fun. It has to do with how dry the air is in your apartment home. So if you get it a lot, maybe a moisturizer, a humidifier can help. I mean, we are We have one of those temperature thingies that can show us the humidity inside, and when it gets around 40, yeah, that's when you get sapped all the time. Right, Don? I hate that too when you're petting them and then they just shock them. I hate it when it's on their nose because all of ours is liking to get the poop on the nose. And then if you're electrifying them on the nose, I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And I get a shock every time as well. Like, yeah, Francesca, humidifier helps. Exactly. Because it isn't really enough just to open the window, even though it's very humid outside. Yeah, my poor cats have been electrified so many times on their little noses, and I'm like, oh my god, so sorry. Poor babies. But they have, survived every time. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, I still have to film my year in review, but it's just been so dark, and I need to do it in the living room, so I need some light in there. And we have one day where the weather was fine, the sun was out, but we were doing something. So when we came home, it was getting dark, and I was like, darn it, today would have been an amazing day to film it. Nina, oh yeah, that's right. There will be no live next Sunday because we're going to Copenhagen. So yeah, we're going to the Copenhagen and see us getting a new king and the queen stepping back. Yeah, we were like, on Christmas, New Year's Eve, we were like, oh, wouldn't it be fun going over there? So the other day when we read that what time it'd be, we were like, okay, we're going. So yeah, we're taking the train, going to Copenhagen to stand in front of the castle, and then do something afterwards. We're going home at 11 so we can get something, go out to dinner and maybe, see something over there. It will be momentous. I mean, she's been queen my entire life. It was, very emotional to see her say that she's stepping back. It was, yeah, right? It is going to be special, and it will actually be the first time that I'm over there for one of these um, events. Usually, whenever some of the family has a birthday, they will go out to the balcony and wave to the people. Um, and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be fun, or celebrating now I've been queen for 40 years or 50 years, there is all these special um, events, and every time they're going to the balcony to say hi, So now I get to be there for once. You will watch it on TV. Yeah, I know anxiety and what. It isn't a good combo. I mean, I have to survive being surrounded by that many people. Deep breaths and the knowledge of this is a once in a lifetime will keep get me through it. And I want to go close enough that I can take pictures, and they aren't just this big on the camera. I would love to get some pictures or some video, whatever, of like, look at me over here. Nah, but pictures would be fun. So yeah, no live next Sunday because I'm not home. I'm over there saying hello to the queen and the new king and queen. Yeah. We're leaving, I think, at 11 a.m. and we'll be home at about 1 a.m. Yeah. So it's a long day, but it's going to be fun. I found that humming a hymn helps when it hits, then I have to breathe. Well, yeah. I just need to take some deep breaths and don't kill anybody. Don't hit them, don't kick them, don't bite. No, it's okay. Yeah, I was just before, yeah, well, both before New Year's and Christmas, I was out shopping and I was like, I was doing good. I didn't kick, eat, bite. Yeah, I was good. I didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, people, and sometimes too many people. I don't like that. But I have to survive it. I want to be there. And like, oh, and we're going over to the big train station in Copenhagen, and I know there's a Dunkin' Donuts there. Is that the only one that we have in Denmark? I think so, isn't it? Then I can have a Dunkin' Donut. I like those, and I haven't had one in. Oh, when was the last time I was over there? 7 years ago, maybe 6, 7 years ago. Yeah, so I haven't had a Dunkin' Donuts since. I mean, it isn't that I'm going to Copenhagen very often, and not by train anyway. So I want a Dunkin' Donut. Yep. My favorite donut, anything with caramel. Yeah, I think the last time I had, was it a double or a triple caramel? It was so good. They aren't the same, you know? Oh, I feel cheated. They're good. Well, then I have to go to the US to try a real Dunkin' Donuts. How are they different? Now I feel cheated. I was sure they were the same. Mm. Yeah. Francesca wants to know what's everybody's favorite donut. We have, I mean, and this isn't any fancy name donuts, but we have this grocery shopping. It's a German grocery shop. Well, at least they come from Germany. It's called Lidl, and they have donuts, and they have these um, donuts with kind of a custard inside. And it isn't a whole lot, but just enough for when you bite into them, you get this custard taste. And I'm like, I love those. Um, they don't taste as good, Nina? Huh. I think they taste good, but okay. Amanda is maple dip, dawn cream filled for me. Nina, my favorite is a plain donut or the one with marzipan. I've never had one of those. Linda, hi Linda. No, you're not late at all. Uh, oh, you got a sinus headache? I'm sorry. Old fashioned plain. So that's just with the glaze on, right? Yeah, Francesca was wondering where you were, Linda. We also, it's been a while since we've seen Crafting for Linda, the other Linda. Maybe I have to write her and say, are you okay? Yeah, the sinuses isn't funny at all. Those sucks. No glaze, so with nothing, just the bread, the dough. Oh, powdered sugar. Diamonds for Linda. Yeah. Right, Francesca? She hasn't been for a while. I haven't seen her since before Christmas. Which is, I know it hasn't been that long, but I think maybe a few weeks before Christmas. But yeah. Isn't it? It's the same Anthony isn't in here. Was he here last? He was here last week. And I thought he'd be here because I have to tell him how to say Sternennebel. I was watching his one of his videos yesterday where he was answering comments. And he was like, Mia, you have to tell me how to say this. And I was like, yeah, well, you need to come to my live so I can tell it. Yeah, right, Don, he was here. But he needs to be here today so I can tell him how to say Sternennebel, the diamond painting that both he and I did. It's so funny, we've talked about it before, he and I. He says stern, and I'm like, no, it isn't stern. It isn't mad or anything. Yeah. And I need to finish the video. Then I need to see the newest one. He was putting up two of these and answering to comments on 2 days. And I haven't seen his last vlog. I'm a bad follower. Yeah. Oh, well, I will get to them eventually. But it's because I've gotten back into, don't fall, listening to audiobooks. I am I am on my third audiobook since the 3rd of January. So yeah, I love listening to audiobooks. And I'm trying to get all my apps to this new phone because everything is on this one. So I'm like, I need to get everything over to the new one so I can use this. That's one of the things I hate. Well, I don't hate it, but that's the um, what's the word? Um, yeah, well, it's a bit of a job getting everything from one phone to the other one, and remembering all the passwords. Oh dear God, yeah, that's a job on its own. Like, what was the password for this app? Yeah, no, it's just a bit of a job getting everything from one phone to the other. Even though when you have Androids, they basically just connect to each other and all the apps are moved over. Yeah, Nina, I've been considering doing that as well. I've done that this week because I just did, connected this one yesterday because I didn't have the cover. Um, and every now and then I end up throwing my phone because I'm almost, I more or less fall asleep. And if I have my phone in my hand, I drop it on the floor. So it needs to have a cover on it. I mean, this one has been on the floor like a gazillion times. I'm kind of impressed that it hasn't. Yours move over automatically, passwords and all. Yeah, I mean, most of it moves over, but some of them needs the password again. I mean, not Facebook or all the Meta ones, but I do have some other apps like my bank, my stuff like that. Oh, that reminds me, I need to. Um, this is the Samsung S23 Ultra. Yeah, I'm still trying to get to know it, especially the camera. I mean, look at the difference in the cameras. This is the new one, and this is the old one. I mean, hey, Raylene, you were shoveling your driveway. That is the worst job. So yeah. Sure, tell us, Nina, what did you get for Christmas? And how much snow did you get, Raylene? Right, Dawn? It's huge. Even the size. I was like, I mean, and I had this on me yesterday when we were out shopping, and usually this one I just have in my pocket, of my jacket. And even though they don't seem that different, I can't have it in my jacket. But I wanted to finish Queen of Jade, but I put it aside to work on Astronomer. Thank you, but Raylene, about 2 inches so far. Well, that isn't too bad. Nina, they gave me 2 tickets to a concert in Esbjerg with all the Harry Potter music. Oh my God, you're so lucky. Congrats, Nina. So who are you taking? Oh, you started crying? Hey, Leanne, you're working and you know what? Something with Voldemort, since you say, you're working on your astronomer. I did too. And then I almost forgot to go live because I was just starting away and looking up. Oh, it's 7. I'd better get a move on. You're in second row, almost halfway. Huh. Yeah. Francesca was asking how far along she is on this. How can you be? Oh, you're on the second row, almost halfway. I was like, you can't be halfway on the diamond painting when you're 2 rows in. I'm slow today. See, I said that. Francesca is also working on astronomer on first row. Well, I'm still on my first row. I'm getting close to the end of the first row. But put in my earbuds, listening to the book, and dart away, and time flies. It went a little slower yesterday because I was in the Zoom call, so it was a little, yeah. Nina, I'm taking a friend that has taken me to several concerts and performances. I have never been able to do that for her back, so that was the condition for the second ticket. My daughter told me. Oh, that's cute, Nina. I'm pretty sure she'll love it. I know she'll love it. But yeah, having a headache kind of. So sometimes it's like when I have those, I need to have something on my head. It's the same when sometimes my my scar in my leg it isn't really hurting. It's just annoying somehow, and yeah. So then I need to have something you know on as well to kind of keep it tight. Thank you, Dawn. Yes, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. They really do help. Raylene, I have to work at 7 a.m., so I can't wait to see it in the morning. Oh, how much snow you've gotten? Yeah. On Wednesday, it started snowing. I mean, it's been raining all day long. And then, I don't know, maybe about 8 p.m., it started snowing. I was like, oh, well, it's been raining. So, of course, the snow wouldn't stay, but it did. And then we have we had quite a lot of snow by the time that David got home from work. Not, like they did up in the northern part of Denmark, but enough. And our windows was covered in snow, so you couldn't see outside due to the wind was just hitting it right. I'm like, I'm sorry, but the world's gone. Nina, I can't wait. The box with the tickets is laying so I can see it all the time. Aw, that's cute. Nina, Francesca, I think they're the best daughters in the world, and that they know that, and they want me to be able to give back for once. Yeah, it is sweet, Nina. I'm sure you have a great time. When is it? I've been thinking about that show as well. I mean, not necessarily in Esbjerg, but yeah. I think it's, speaking of Harry Potter, I think it's so cute that Rosa is watching them. And I'm like, I need to say to my brother that, at a certain point, she shouldn't be watching them anymore just because they get a bit, well, in my mind, a bit too violent or a bit too um, grown up, maybe. I mean, I don't think that after maybe the fourth book, that it shouldn't be called a children's book anymore. Maybe young adult, but it's not a children's book. It's just too much. I don't know. It's too grown up. The 5th of March in the afternoon. That's cool. Yeah, that's right, Amanda. They get dark. They do. So I'm like, no, 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 no. But yeah, it's that picture my brother was. Hang on, I need to see if I can find it. She was so, so into it. Look at that little one watching Harry Potter and having her popcorn. Isn't it cute? Amanda, best word to describe Harry Potter after like the fourth one when Cedric dies. You can also see how dark they get with the Warner Brothers sign. Yes, absolutely. She's so cute. Was it on his Facebook that he put it in? Hang on. There it is. Look at her eating her hot dog like a pro. It looks so big in her hand. I mean, but she loved it. Dawn is quick with the keyboard. Yes. But yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow. Christmas and New Year's is over, so it's back to the regular schedule, and I'm picking her up from kindergarten. I can't wait. I haven't seen her since Christmas, but yeah, she was up all the way to midnight on New Year's Eve. She was just a little party animal. She wanted to see the fireworks. Yeah, Dawn, you're pretty quick too, Francesca. Did I show? No, I didn't show that. David took an amazing picture of Max on New Year's Eve. Um, nope, I need to find it on the old phone because I still haven't figured out where all my pictures are on the new one. Um, Nope. Even though, right, it's a little dark, but here you have Max sitting at midnight watching out on all the fireworks, and he's just watching it. He's like, He's not afraid of anything. He's just watching the firework. Look at him. He just, yeah. I mean, none of our cats is afraid of the fireworks. They're basically just, what? And several of them was just looking out the windows, go like, oh, this is pretty, and trying to see where the noise came from. Yeah, and then Max later, when it got quiet, the next day, he would sit by the window and be like, what happened to all the lights outside? You can really see him. Like, he was looking at us and he was looking out the window again and kind of like, what's the show? He's so cute. But yeah, none of our cats is faced by all the fireworks and all the noises. They're, yeah. Are you a bit behind? Just scroll to the end. Dawn, yours aren't afraid either. That's good. Francesca, our holiday ended up being very quiet. My husband was sick the entire time. Oh, I'm sorry, Francesca. He got a bad case of strep throat and then he got pink eye. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Francesca. Yeah, you made the best of it. Everybody's been so sick through November and December. So many. I mean, I can't count the number of my Facebook friends who got COVID or strep throat or the regular flu or coughing and what's the name of it? Yeah. Oh, your dogs were afraid, Leanne. I'm sorry. I saw somewhere that wrapping them in a specific way would help them feel calm. And you need to be careful with medications to them because sometimes you just numb the body, but their brain is still terrified. And that is, yeah, that's not good. Nina, Julius was so scared when he couldn't see the fireworks, but when he could see it, he was just like Max. He's weird. Yeah, I mean, I have I have heard that cats look to their owners to see how they respond to it. So ours has always looked, I mean, I have seen it since they were little kittens. They look at me when there's a noise outside, like fireworks or thunder. And if I don't react, they don't react. I'm like, so with this thunder, I'm really trying because I hate thunder. So I'm really trying, to just sit there and do nothing, watching TV, listening to my audiobook or knitting. And then, like, I can't jump because then they will jump, and that's not the, no. Yeah, really, and I'm so happy I get to have her almost every week. And gymnastics is back on tomorrow, so that'll be fun. Francesca, he's finally feeling alive again, but it sucked for him that his whole holiday vacation he was sick. I felt awful for him. Yeah, that sucks. I talked to my nurse at the pain clinic Thursday, and she and a bunch of her coworkers were all sick um, from before Christmas until New Year's. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I mean, she told me she went home on the 21st and felt a little off. So she was like, oh, yeah, I'm going on the couch, cuddling under a blanket, and then I'm ready tomorrow. But nope, she wasn't. She was sick as a dog. And she wasn't feeling well until New Year's Eve or so. So it's like, yeah, it's going around. Uh, really, there was a few people who were sick at my house too, Francesca. Hope he's feeling better. And Francesca, he's all good. Thank you all. So was your son sick, Raylene, since you say a few people? Hopefully they're all better again. So yeah. My brother wrote me on Messenger early. Um, is there gymnastics tomorrow? I was like, yes. Why? Oh, just to make sure. Okay, well, I have her home at around 6 o'clock. Okay. For some reason, he keeps forgetting that the gymnastics is from 5 till 5:45. And then it was like, why aren't you home yet? I was like, well, I need her to get you know, out of the room before I can get her home. Like, isn't it over by 5:30? Like, no, no. I still have around 15 minutes left, and then I need to get her in all her winter gear and to the car, and then drive the 5 minutes home. Dawn, I've heard a couple of people have had pink eye recently. Huh? We don't. I haven't heard of anybody having that over here. I mean, we have like five different um, lung disease. I was like, what's the word of it? Like pneumonia and the COVID and the flu. And Nina, do you know what keyhost is in English? Um, it's kind of like you cough and you cough and you cough and you cough, and it helps either going outside into the cold. No, it's not bronchitis. Or going into the bathroom where the air is moist. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. Whooping cough. Yeah, that's it. That's it. No, asthma isn't it either. No, no, but whooping cough. So yeah, that one goes around. And then we have it's a cold pneumonia, which can't be recommended because I've had it. I mean, one year I had it 3 times. And two of them was within 1 month. Um, yeah, Francesca. Uh, so I never knew this until now, but pink eyes is from the same strain of bacteria as strep throat. I didn't know that. Huh. You love it, but it's a terrible thing to have, Nina. Yeah. Yeah, Leanne, it is. And the interesting thing that usually it's mostly kids who get it, but this winter even adults gets it. So it's kind of like, huh. And the cold flu is not recommended. When I had it last time, I remember having it really bad. I had it twice in a month, and the second time I ended up being picked up by an ambulance um, because I couldn't breathe. I felt like I couldn't breathe, and then I slept for I don't know 10 days after, just because I felt so bad, and the medicine, the antibiotic was strong, strong, and I got cough medicine with opium in it just because otherwise I couldn't relax. I was coughing as soon as I was laying down, so I didn't sleep. So I got that cough medicine with opium in it, and that helped so much. I could actually sleep. But in the end, because I was coughing that much, I felt like my lungs and my ribs was bruised on the inside. It hurt so bad whenever I was, coughing or sneezing. Francesca, I had a nephew with whooping cough, and uh, when we would have a spell, my brother would stick his head in the freezer for a few seconds. That sounds like a good idea, just because it's cold. It is awful, Dawn. It was so bad, and the whole thing, waking up and wasn't being and I couldn't breathe. I was like, it's terrifying. But still, I was like, I can't call my doctor until 12, 12 p.m. because that's when they open on that day. And I never, it never hit me that I should just call 911 because, I mean, how bad could it be? But when I talked to my doctor, she was like, hang up. I'm going to call 911. There will be an ambulance to pick you up. I'm going to call you when I talk to them. I was like, oh, okay. And everybody had been saying to me, just call 911. I was like, no, no, no. I'm not going to um, misuse their time or something. It was like, no, it'll just be me being silly if I call 911. And then the doctor did it. And the ambulance came blaring. And I was like, um, that for me? uh, the doctor suggested it, Francesca, and it was routine in their house. In a few seconds, my nephew would be fine. Yeah, that's what they say here as well. If it's cold outside, just go outside with them or go to the bathroom and turn up the hot water so you'll get steam. That helps as well. Um, Leanne, don't you all have vaccines for it? Sure, but the first vaccines I've really gotten was the COVID ones. I don't like needles. How old I was, Dawn? Um, mid 30s, I think. Yeah, mid 30s. You don't have vaccines? I don't believe so, Leanne. No, not for the. Yeah, we have for the whooping cough. We have that, but it doesn't always work. Yeah, I mean, the whooping cough they get here at, is it 3 or 6 months, and then again at about a year? I think, maybe. But whooping cough is only for kids. You don't get it as an adult because you're supposed to be immunized as a kid. And the same with chickenpox and the measles. And I know that some places in in the U.S., for instance, New York, your kids can't go to school and go to parks if they haven't gotten all their vaccinations. And like they should do the same here because the non-vaccinated kids can be a hazard to kids who can't get immunized due to health issues. Amanda, they now give you the vaccination for whooping cough when pregnant. Then I believe at 2 months I would have to check my son's vaccination card. They give it when you're pregnant. That's interesting. I don't know if they do that here. I don't know. I don't have a little one, so I wouldn't know. Maybe I could ask my brother, but he probably can't remember. I don't know. Or I should just Google it. Google is your friend. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Every time I need to look something up, it's like Google is your friend. We was There was something that we need to figure out the other day, and oh my god, I can't even remember what it was. Very important apparently because we needed to check it. um, Francesca, vaccines have become very controversial in the U.S. How come? I mean, every now and then there will be an anti-vaxxer going big here, but most people are vaccinating their kids. Mainly to protect themselves, but also protect others, and especially the chickenpox and the measles can be dangerous. So, but yeah, No, I don't think the most people do get their children vaccinated. I mean, there was some during COVID that wouldn't get the COVID vaccination due to I don't know what. But other than that, and then there is the whole your children will become autistic if you give them a specific vaccination, and I'm like, you do know that autism is something you're born with. You don't just get it. It's the same with ADHD. I'm like, yeah, that's not how that works. Okay, Nina, have a great week. Let's talk soon. Yeah, let's talk soon. Have a great week and have a good evening. Cheers. I can't wait to see Angie and Shay together. I still remember when I was live with her. I mean, like it's been more than a year. I'm like, wow. I can't. It was in October or November of 22. Huh. It's been a while. Francesca, it's between those that feel everyone should be vaccinated for everyone's safety versus anti vaxxers that feel vaccines are worse than the bug. Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, sure, back in the days when they didn't have vaccine, it was like, okay, everybody gets this, and it's a part of being a child. But nobody's looking at how many kids were dying from something as simple as measles or chickenpox or whatever that today was almost eradicated, but then people started not vaccinating their children and voila, it's back again. um, but yeah, if if we had hang on, I remember back when David and I was still thought we would have kids. We were talking about it because David wasn't vaccinated. Um, at least not all of them. I think he got some of them, but he also told me that he had one of them and it almost killed him because he couldn't breathe. So I was like, in my opinion, it should be illegal not to vaccinate your kids just because safety of those who can't. I mean, if you have certain diseases as a child, you can't get vaccinated, so they have to rely on everybody else being vaccinated. But yeah, somebody forget that. I mean, if you have some lung diseases, cancer, leukemia, your body can't get the vaccines. So yeah, it should be illegal to not being vaccinated, kind of like in New York and some places in the U.S. Yeah. Rosa is getting hers. I mean, even if I have to, I would take her. If my brother couldn't, I would take her despite me hating needles. I would be like, be a big girl and this isn't bad and we can go get a lollipop or something after, or yeah. And never tell her how many times I had to go to the doctor to get my vaccination until she's bigger and all of hers is done. Raylene, I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but I will never get the COVID shots. They don't work. My friend's had it 3 times after her shot. Her boyfriend got it from her also. Raylene, it doesn't prevent you from getting COVID. That's not the point of it. It's the same when you get the flu vaccine. the thing is that it helps you not being quite as sick. I mean, I had both the vaccine and two of the boosters, and I had it twice, at least twice. I don't know if some of it that I had in December was COVID. I didn't test, um, but mine wasn't very bad. Even though with my health and my immune system, if I'm pretty sure that if I hadn't been vaccinated, it would have been a lot worse, especially the first time. Um, so I'm glad that I got them. But again, everybody should do what they feel is right for them. But just from, it doesn't prevent you from getting it. It just makes it less bad, really. Hey, April. How are you doing? Yeah, sure, you're a little late, but it's okay. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. Um, and that's what everybody here says as well. I mean, they got it, but it wasn't bad. I mean, some, of course, some has it bad, but if you ask them, not everybody's even got the vaccine. So, yeah. But, we should do what we feel is right for us. And for me, it was like, yeah, I don't want to get it without the vaccine or the boosters. So, yeah. You're fine, April. I'm happy to hear it. So, yeah. Dawn, I'm very lucky. I've never gotten it, especially with a compromised immune system. Yeah, that's lucky, Dawn. I mean, I was terrified of getting it because I wouldn't know how my immune system would react to it. Either my immune system would work perfectly and it wouldn't be very bad, or I would be in a period where my immune system would be like, yeah, let's take everything in and get it as bad as possible. I just didn't know. But yeah, the first time, I'm not sure where I got it from, and it was more or less like I'm having it right now, like, and I was a froggy, and then I had to go to the doctor to get something. I can't remember what. And they asked me to get a test done, and voila, positive. And then I got sick. The second time, I got it from David. And the funny thing is, the first time when I had it, I didn't give it to him. He didn't get COVID, but when he got it, I got it. And the second time, it was just like, you know, having a cold, really a bad, not a bad cold, but a cold where you have a little fever and just not, you're not well, but you aren't totally bad. So the first time was a little. April, is this a new sickness different from the last one? Um, it's basically never stopped. um, I had this throat thingy all the way back from in the middle of December, and it just won't go away. So I'm like all the time and coughing, and well, coughing is not. It's more like a frog in my throat. I never knew it was the Rona. Um, I don't know if I had the Rona in April. I never tested. But the first time I had the Rona, it was the only symptom I had until I got it confirmed was a frog in my throat. And then when I got it confirmed that I had the Rona, I got sick within 10 minutes, really. I had a fever and everything was hurting. And I've had it before, that until I acknowledge that I'm sick, I don't feel sick. I mean, I'm maybe a little coffee or I have a headache or something like that or a slight fever. And when I really have to admit, okay, I think I'm sick or I'm getting sick, bam. I'm getting sick within no time at all. Um, Raylene, I never did get COVID, not even when everyone around me in school was sick. We had 7 people out for a week. I have never gotten the shot. Well, maybe you just have an amazing immune system. And I think someone was this is my theory. It isn't official, not anything at all. It's just a theory that I've been playing around with, kind of like any other flu, because in the end, COVID is a flu. Some people seems to be immune to them. So I guess some people just don't get it because their body is immune. uh, that's okay, April. It's okay. No, no, it was my first time around. Stop writing on Facebook, everybody. Francesca, April, we were just talking about COVID in general, not that Mia has it right now. No, no, I'm just froggy. Yeah, we were on the topic of vaccines and, well, vaccines in general. And then we ended up on COVID. I mean, we were all over the place here. Kind of like usual in my lives. We're all over the place. Ow! I just hurt myself. I have stop, my arm for my when I'm filming, and I just slammed my hand into it. I do that quite often. Some people get it and don't feel any of the symptoms too. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people who had COVID and they never knew, which was why some places over here they did blind testing. You know, um, for instance, if you worked at a senior center or rehabilitation center, I think twice a week, all the employees would get tested. Um, and I don't know, several times a week, somebody had COVID without even knowing it. They felt fine. There wasn't any symptoms at all. They had it. And that happened so often, Francesca. Jeez, that's what I get for jumping into a convo. Oh, well. Yeah, I know, really, you have lupus. That is a yucky illness condition. I have a friend who has it, and I don't know how often she ends up in the hospital because her body attacks itself. I mean, one time it's basically the immune system um, attacks itself. At least it does with her. And one time, um, her immune system decided that her lungs was a disease that it needed to attack. So she was in the hospital for quite a while so that they could suppress her immune system because she kind of need her lungs, right? So yeah, she goes in quite a lot because her immune system is attacking her. I mean, I don't know, it's different. Um, yeah, it's horrible, especially with arthritis. Yeah, I'm sorry, Raylene. Yeah, Don, you have it too. Do you have it where your immune system is attacking some of your organs? Because I feel so sorry for my friend because, I mean, it can happen at any point. She doesn't know. So she has to be close to her phone at all times just so that she can call 911 if she starts to feel really bad. Oh, you have that too, Don? Yeah, it sucks. I mean, it must be horrible that your body is attacking itself. I mean, I can't understand. I mean, I can't even imagine when your body is attacking itself because yeah, it's I mean, no, I don't feel sorry for you because I hate when people feel sorry for me, but I feel for you. That's the word I was looking for. You have fibromyalgia and rheumatoid arthritis too. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that I have fibro and I do have arthritis as well, like especially in my neck and my back and my hands. Yeah. I collect people with chronic diseases in here. I seem to attract them. Nah, it's okay. Just kidding. But yeah, so many people have chronic diseases nowadays. Even, mental issues is a chronic disease now. Well, at least in my book. Um, but yeah. And I think sometimes also because it's kind of like with Katie, that she has a lot of subscribers who have mental issues. Um, because she's open about it, and I'm over here with my chronic pain and whatever not diseases, and I'm open about it as well. So sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe we attract just a little what we're talking about. I don't know. I do not know. Or maybe I'm just I have the best subscribers. Have I told you that lately? No matter if you're healthy or not, I have the best subscribers. So I won't be out without any of you. Yeah. No, thank you for being in here. Yeah, like attract like. That's true, April. Well, as long as you're as crazy as I am, it's okay. I mean, there is this thing on Facebook. You don't have to be crazy to be my friend. I'll teach you. Ah, thank you, April. I'm the best host. Thank you. That means a lot. Or what was it we agreed on at one time? I'm a influencer. I still love that. Right, April? Yeah, you don't have to be crazy to be my friend. I'll teach you. And then people would look at me like, what? What? I didn't say anything. Did you hear something? No. Weird sense of humor. Yay. Francesca, you have me. That's right. We all have each other. Oh, by the way, we were talking about audiobooks. How many of you read or listen to audiobooks on a, well, not, I know I do it almost daily, but a weekly basis? Scary that I get your sense of humor. Yeah, well, you've been here a while, so maybe that's why. But yeah, because I want to know what genres you prefer. I'm totally a sci-fi geek and fantasy, and I do love biographies as well, depending on which ones it is. But I'm a total sci-fi geek. I mean, I love Star Trek. I love futuristic stories. The one that I'm listening to right now is taking place in, what is it, year 3300, 3400 something, and the earth has been more or less been barren because of an electrical and biological virus that killed like 90% of the earth's population. I was like, I love this. Leanne is almost alien audiobooks. Amanda, fantasy, horror, thriller, biography, depends on who I am reading about. True crime, historical fiction. See, I'm not really into true crime. I know it's a big hit, and I'm over here like, Yeah, no, no, I don't need that in my life. My imagination is more than enough. Dawn loves mystery romance. Hang on, what is A Court of Thorns and Roses? What genre would you say that is? Because in my mind, it's fantasy. April, I'm new to audiobooks, but last 2 weeks I've been listening. How many of you have heard um, Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine? Because if you haven't read or heard that one, do. That's one of my very favorite ones. And no, that one is Danish, so you wouldn't have heard that one. It's a Danish series about Nordic mythology. I have David listening to it right now, just because at the moment it's Vikings and Nordic mythology that he's into. So I was like, you need to listen to this one. It's a little, you need to get into it, and then it gets good. Yeah, you think it's fantasy too? Yes, I can type in chat. What do you want me to type in, April? Oh, the name of it. Um, Hang on, I'm gonna find it so I'm sure that I spell it out correctly. Where's my app? There you have it. Oh, yeah. There you have it. Hi, Alice. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. That is one of my, and the good thing about it being an audiobook, it takes place in Scotland, and the narrator is Scottish as well. Not hard to understand at all, but I love it. It's, yeah. And the plot is a bit different than you think. I was like, in the end, the first time I read it, I was like, oh, didn't see that one coming. Alana, has anyone read the Stephen King's Dark Tower series? I'm on the last out of 7 books and I don't want it to end. I think, is it a new series or one of the older ones? Because I read almost all of his books back when I was younger. More than 7, Amanda? Let's see. Dark Towers. Mm, bum. I don't think it's in my. Huh. Let's try again. Stephen King Dark. No, I don't think it's in here. Nope. I don't have that series in my. Yeah, I need to Google it because if it's an older one, I might read it as a child. Well, teenager. I don't think the librarian would have given me Stephen King as a child. I mean, they let me get a lot of books, but I don't think they would have given me that one as a child. So I have an 8 book boxed set. Um, hmm, there you have it. Um, April, I used to be a big fan of Stephen King, read everything. Then he got super weird because it wasn't cocaine. Which, Francesca, which one were you referring to, Dawn? Eleanor or Dark Towers? There is only one book in Eleanor. Amanda, weird. I thought there was supposed to be eight, but yes, you're right. It's seven. It says here Dark Towers is a series of eight novels, one novella, and a children's book written by American author Stephen King. Um, we have, oh yeah, some of them I must have read because this is back. The Gunslinger from 82, The Drawing of the Tree in 87, The Wastelands of 91, Wizard and Glass 97, The Little Sister of Illyria 98, Wolves of the Kala 03, Songs of Susanna 04, The Dark Tower 04, The Wind Through the Keyhole 12. But I read basically everything from Stephen King. One of my favorites is Christine. That one is scary as beep. Um, Raylene, you like Jen Grisham? I read some of them. He was never one of those, oh, I love every book of him. And April is a major Dean Koontz fan. Yeah, he did some good ones. Francesca loves Grissom. Alana, he was also an alcoholic. I agree, he's gotten weird. Yeah, I've heard that as well. Francesca, I am all over the map with books. Depends on the time in my life. It could be thriller, romance, nonfiction, etc. I mean, if you were to read, um, I have a list of the books that I'm reading throughout the year. And if you were looking into it, you would be like, don't you have some genres that you love more than others? And I'd be like, sure, but I read basically everything if it interests me. Uh, Alana, there was a book he wrote and added it on like 4.5. April, not that there's anything wrong with it. Seinfeld reference. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's the same with a Court of Thorns and Roses. That one has a 3.5 book. Um, what's the name of it? It's very thin, and it took me like, I don't know, no time at all to listen to it. The book is gray, but yeah, I need to listen to the where they have voices and whatnot. But yeah, love books. Maybe one day I will make a video about audiobooks and books in general that I love and why. Maybe one day. I mean, I have so many I want to do videos. Maybe one day I'll get to it. Anthony, hey, welcome. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. Yeah, you're super late, but I'm glad you said hi. So I was telling everybody earlier that you needed to be here so I could tell you that it isn't Sternennebel. I was listening to your video, the first one in this week where you're answering comments. It's Sternennebel, not Sternennebel. I'm sorry, but I was sitting here like, no, that's not how you say it. April, I have become a fan of Akotar. I had to buy the set because, hang on, people are keep writing in my, what, because the library was making me wait too long for next one. I'm getting ready to begin the last book. Ooh, some people love it and some people hate it, depending on Nesta. I remember next time. Yeah, it's okay, Anthony. I'm just messing with you. Oh, by the way, now you're here. I've been thinking, can I maybe, well, steal, borrow some of that concept? I won't do it as a whipping chat, but I need to answer some comments and I don't want to write. So I'm like, what can I do that, yeah. Francesca, I'm still partial to paper books though. Nothing like a paper book. Oh, I would love to be able to read regular books, Francesca. I loved it. I used to have an entire library of my own. So yeah, I know what you mean. Anthony, I'm just about to take Apollo on a walk and then I'm going to try and finish my Jaded Gem Shop mystery. Ooh, I can't wait to see that done. April, oh dear, please don't tell me. I'm not sure about Nesta right now. If you can take another teaser, it's a good book. Nesta Change. Um, Anthony, yes, of course, please do me. It's a lot of fun to film, and I'm sure you do an awesome video. Oh, thank you. I love listening to your answering, the comments. It is more personal. I think you're right about that. Instead of just, writing, I think it's more personal when, you can hear the comment read and then get the immediate thoughts on it instead of when you write a comment back, it is more thought through than if you just react. At least that's my take on it. Leanne, you love women chats that answer questions. Maybe I need to think that over because if I just answer comments, I won't be able to just chat along. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, Anthony does his vlogs, but I don't do that. So if I'm answering comments in my weapon chats, what about everything else I have to say? uh, Alana, I agree, Francesca. There is nothing like the physical book in my hand. I wish I can do that. April, I agree with you, Francesca, but it's fun to get something else done by reading. Yeah, that's what I like too. I mean, I can diamond paint, I can knit, I can clean. I mean, when I walk, I have an audiobook in my ears, and all of a sudden, I mean, it goes so fast. Some of the evenings when David leave, I start the audiobook right away. And then if it's a 7, 8 hour book, by the end of the evening, I'm like, oh, I listened to an entire book. So you feel like you're getting somewhere. I'm on my third book since the 3rd of April, 3rd of April, wow, 3rd of January. And Francesca says, very true. Well, and comments too, says Leanne. Paper books are good for the beach. Depends on where you are and the quality of the paperback. Well, paper books. I was reading paperbacks. But yeah, no, I've even had my audiobooks to the beach in Turkey. Yeah. But talking about paperbacks and going south, um, how many of you know Christopher Pagliani? He did the Aragon books. So I bought this series and we brought it to, was it Egypt? I think it was Egypt. And the glue on those poor books was so bad that they more or less fell apart when both David and I had read them. So it's like, oh, but it was cheap. I paid like $15 or something. But I was like, oh, those poor books. Um, no, April, I don't speed it up, but maybe I should. Maybe I should just try it. I've never sped it up, but some of the books is like, do they have to be this long? So maybe I should try it. You love that series, Amanda? Me too. And there he did. I heard that There's releasing a book 5 in that series. I can't wait to find that on my audiobook app. And then he did the To Sleep in a Sea of Stars. I love that one. It's very different, but it's still a great, great book. April, you read one of those? You need to read all of them. April, just don't go too fast, but they sound like a chipmunk. Oh, chipmunk mode. Yeah, no. You never got into it? Oh. Hmm. I what did I do first? Did I see the movie? Oh, I think I saw the movie somewhere, and then I found out that it was a book, and then I just swallowed the books in no time. Yeah, back then I was like a book, like one of the thicker Harry Potter books. I would read that in maybe 24 hours because I'm a fast reader. So, that was kind of a rule. When one of the Harry Potter books would be released, I would have it straight away, go home, turn off my phone, and whatever, just read it until I was done. I love it. Anthony, I always listen to my audiobooks at 125 or 15 speed. Then when I try to listen at regular speed, the reader sounds drunk. Oh, yeah, that slurry. I need to try to speed it up. But it also depends on how fast the narrator speaks. I mean, some of them speak pretty fast. I mean, like kind of like me. I mean, if you would speed me up if I read a book, it would be chipmunk mode just because I speak too fast. Well, not all the time, but most of the time I'm like, yeah. People has always been telling me to slow down. And I'm like, yeah, no, I have so much to say that I can't slow down. I mean, I kind of forget what I was trying to say if I would slow down. And people sometimes look at me, breathe, breathe. What? I have plenty of air to say everything. Yeah, I know. And it's even worse in Danish. I mean, like, I have had people going out of breath just listening to me because I was speaking so fast. But I mean, if I have to get to say everything that my brain is thinking, I'm like 1,000 words behind, maybe even more, because my brain is just going out there, and it is like 1,000 miles a second, and if I have to try to keep up, I need to speak fast. Raylene, any recommendations for a good courtroom drama? Not for me. I have no idea. April, I like women chats. I have to listen to yours on 125 or 15 because you're a fast talker. I hate it when someone tells me to breathe when I'm talking. Yeah, I think if you do that with me, it'll be chipmunk mode. Maybe I should try doing that on my own. Just listen. It's kind of like, isn't it Brandy? Her name is when she's unboxing, and when she's going through the drills, the colors, she has this chipmunk mode, but you can still understand what she's saying. Oh my god, I love it. I have to watch them just for the chipmunk mode, and also her excitement. She is so excited to see the special drills and the canvas, and yeah, some unboxers are better than others, and then I haven't said too much. At least in my opinion, there are some unboxers that I just don't watch just because of the way they do it. Yeah. Anthony, I heard you talk about how you would love to be a sneak peeker. which is what I meant. The sneak peekers. There are some that I just don't watch. I think you would be an amazing sneak peeker for whoever company, whichever company, not whoever. See, brain. It's a brain fart day today. But yeah, I hope somebody can help you, Raylene, with that courtroom drama because I wouldn't know. I mean, on TV, you have what's her name? Judge Judy. I wonder if she ever made a book. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? If she made a book. I don't know. How many of you have watched Blue Bloods with Donnie Wahlberg and Tom Selleck, if that's what who you know more? For me, it's Donnie Wahlberg, but I can't help it. We are on season 6, David and I. So we have quite a way to go. Francesca Grisham has several great courtroom drama books. That's right. I totally forgot about that. Anthony, I've done them for a few shops and love them. It would be an honor to do them for Diamond Art Club, but I'm not sure how they select who gets what images. I prefer to do them for images that I truly love. If I understood it correct, Anthony, you get to choose. Apparently, you get a list or something, or you go to a website, whatever, and you pick which ones you want. At least that's how I understood it from some of the other ones. I think um, Lindsay first said, when I saw this one, I had to pick it, something like that. But yeah, I know you did some sneaks for other companies. Francesca, they are old, but The Runaway Jury and A Time to Kill are both great. I think I read A Time to Kill. There was a time when my mom would give me all the books that she read so that I could read them. And then I got to keep them in my library. I had so many books. And then when I had my stress and I couldn't remember what I read afterwards when I read it in a book, I felt like, why have so many books if I can't read them? So I decided to sell some and give some away, but it was so hard. I was like, I felt like crying whenever I gave away a book. It's kind of like one of my children, because I loved books. Raylene, I read The Runaway Jury, but I will get the other. Thank you, Francesca. April, they become best friends. Who become best friends? What did I miss? Oh, books. Yes, sorry. I was like, yeah, yeah. I, I mean, in my books, some of my books have stains of tears in them, just because yeah. Whenever I read a book, um, I become a part of the book. So I laugh with the characters. I cry with the characters. I cry if some of them die. I mean, my Harry Potter books, they are filled with tears in them, tear stains. Just because whenever somebody died or um, something sad was happening, I would cry, especially when Dobby and Hedwig died. I was bawling my tears out. Oh my God. But yeah, books are like friends. Yeah, Sirius as well. Oh my God. That was so sad. And Dumbledore. Yeah, that is one of the series with most tear stains in the books. That is, yeah. But also other books. I'm like, I'm. I don't think you know this author. Yeah. How many of you have heard about the book Sophie's World? It's a philosophical book. Uh, Dumbledore, I was so shocked at first I didn't even cry. Yeah, but after that it was like, yeah. So the author of Sophie's World is called Jostein Gaarder. He's Norwegian, if I don't remember all wrong. But he had made some different books. Some of them, one of them is In a Mirror, in a Mirror in a Riddle, directly translated. It was made into a film. I don't know if it's English or Norwegian. You've heard of Sophie's Choice? No, that's not it. I'm gonna. That's the author, and so many of his books are like. Some of them are philosophical, which is totally interesting, and it makes you think and make your own choices. And some of them are just regular um, nonfiction books, and some of them is sad, like the In a Mirror in a Riddle. That book has so many tear stains in it. I mean, I felt like in the end that I needed to keep a towel under my face so that I wouldn't ruin the book. I mean, like, yeah. But I loved reading. Not anymore though. Now I just listen to audiobooks, but I can still cry over an audiobook. I mean, I think David has seen me more than once um, sitting in here crying my eyes out because of an audiobook and be like, what's wrong? My book is sad. You haven't heard of that book or the author? Well, maybe he isn't as popular overseas as he is over here. Sadly, he's dead. That was a very sad day when I read that he was dead. I mean, like, no, I want more books. But yeah, but even audiobooks can have me crying in like no seconds at all. So apparently, I'm very emotional. I didn't used to be, but I am now. And poor David has to look at my ugly face whenever I'm crying. The same when we're watching, movies or TV series and something sad is happening. I'm over here. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh God. Oh, sorry. Oh well. I'm guessing that most of you is around lunchtime and needs to go out to have lunch, and I've been yabbering on for more than 2 hours. Uh, Anthony, I've been into cozy mystery books. They are a little cheesy, but they are easy reads, and I like to predict who the murderer culprit is and realizing clues. I started listening to Agatha Christie. Oh, I've never been into her. Um, but yeah, the mystery books is kind of fun too. But I have to admit, I prefer my sci-fi and fantasy. I had a period where I was listening to a lot of books about fays and that world, and I really love that because fays aren't really as sweet and nice as they are in fairy tales. Fays can actually be kind of dangerous and evil, which I love reading that. Um, yeah, and then space books, fantasy. Yeah, it's kind of my thing. I mean, I do listen to everything and nothing, but those books, that those genres is absolutely my favorite. If you take a look at my audiobook app and my reading list, you will find maybe half of the books are fantasy or sci-fi. April is a Nora Roberts fan. Hmm. I don't know if I have a favorite. Well, I have a lot of authors that I love. Um, and I know it's kind of controversial, but I do love J.K. Rowling and her, what was it, Gale Breath, when she made um, those novels about a detective. Those I loved. But I have so many authors that I love. I would never be able to choose just one author. I would end up blowing my brains out if you make me choose. I mean, like, I would be like this, or maybe that one, or maybe that one. I don't think I'd be able to. Or maybe I'd end up choosing a one of the authors that does knitting books because there I have some favorites. But yeah, that'll be easier than picking a an author that writes nonfiction or fiction for that matter. But yeah, 2 hours and 16 and a half minutes I've been yabbering on now. Your poor ears. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here because my bladder is trying to kill me, and you have to go eat dinner or whatever, late breakfast, brunch. So yeah, I hope I will see you in Sherry's live so that we can listen to her and Angie having a chit chat. So that gives you time to get something to eat and then be back in a few hours. So yeah, see you in 2 weeks. Remember, I won't be live next week because I'm going to Copenhagen to watch us get a new king and queen. But yeah, thank you for being here today. Take care, and I will see you soon, whenever. Maybe I do a pop up live. You never know. So, bye, friends. Take care. And remember, I love you all. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.